cost-effective, zero-emission, high-speed passenger ferry has merely been a dream in the naval architecture world, made up of sketches and imagination. Until now. Based in Hamble on the south coast of the UK, Chartwell Marine is a trusted pioneer in next-generation vessel design, and they are turning that dream into a reality.
An individual called Giles Barclay thought it would be a good idea to try and come up with a product which used a lot less energy ferrying passengers from A to B.
The whole idea of the project is to really produce a small commuter passenger ferry which could carry up to 40 people on short sheltered water routes, and obviously the main idea is to try and reduce the carbon footprint. So I had this concept which was to turn a normal boat into a trimaran which has three very slender hulls, so that when they're actually going at relatively low speed, they have very low drag.
We then built a team which includes Solent University, Chartwell Marine and Newcastle Marine Services, and together we went to Innovate UK and competed in one of their rounds of funding and were fortunate enough to win it as a team.
Now we've got to make this thing happen, and the build begins here.
With a grant of £1.8 million secured and a deadline of March 2025 to complete the TriFoiler project, it was now time for Chartwell Marine to get to work.
We're about midway through the TriFoiler project at the moment. The vessel is just starting its build process. We hope to have it on the water in December this year.
The overall concept of the TriFoiler was to have a low drag platform to enable a hydrofoiling electric ferry.
The main topic in any headline in the news right now, which is decarbonisation.
Redjet, or the ferries going to and from the island and all over the world, are using big diesel engines to drive not many people to a place.
We need to start investigating methods where you can achieve that zero net carbon emission.
Not only is it exciting because we're obviously creating a first-in-class vessel, but it's exciting because I think it has a real practical application that we can see work into the future.
Today we had a team meeting looking at finer details of the vessels. Actually, for that control mechanism, is it going to be like a throttle?
I'm thinking of a digital input.
This is for manually operated flight control.
I mean, we could put it on the wheel if you wanted to.
Almost like a flappy paddle.
Or it should be on the wheel.
Do we have to have a wheel?
There was a clear discussion between foil designer, structural designer and system designer.
And there's always working out when and how to make those decisions to fit in with the build schedule.
The sponsons have the batteries in and the motor controllers, they're going to get quite warm.
So we're just trying to work out where the best place is to put those.
It's quite concerning. They think the battery pods are going to get up to 100 degrees Celsius. We're almost certainly going to need to consider an opening in the box.
Yeah.
There are plenty of challenges.
We try to tackle every meeting with a positive attitude.
I think it's always a bit of a moment when you go from a lot of people working in office to trying to explain that to the people building it.
I think we had a really positive outcome today. Everybody's working towards achieving that goal.
We're now moved from paper to building the thing. The boat is in build at a company called Designcraft. They're experts in sort of prototype composite vessel construction. Here we have one of the sponsons or outriggers. These are the outer hulls which generate the stability whilst we're in displacement mode.
There have been a lot of sports hydrofoil leisure craft being developed over the last few years, and I really like the fact that this was commercial. I've built hydrofoils pre-America's Cup to go on monohull race boat, and more recently I worked with the Dutch Olympic sailing team, helping them select their hydrofoils. The sponsons have been built, they're built out of rapid tooling, so it's a very quick turnaround on the whole process.
We have a real desire to make this boat simple. We want to use commercial off-the-shelf equipment. We don't want to have bespoke equipment that is on long lead times.
Sure, we can put batteries in boats. Yeah, and we can use renewable energy to charge those batteries, but actually we need more efficient boats. I think this is a good way of getting there.
So, captaining the boat?
Not me.
Really, it should be Giles, since it was his idea in the first place, but I can imagine he'll ask me to do it.
I think Tom Barterton is trying really hard.
It's quite weight sensitive, so we might have to pick a skipper based on their size.
I don't think he has a chance. I'm better than him.
The next big part is we'll finish the build in roughly October, and then we'll be fitting it out.
That doesn't mean that we are there yet.
The outfit's going to be just as important as the operation of the boat. It will all get jigged up, it's assembled in here, and you do dry runs in here before launching on the pontoon behind us. Within Chartwell's philosophy, we're always trying to make boats memorable. We can't always make them beautiful. But
I think we're really happy with progress at the moment.
that's the craft element. I'm really looking forward to working more and more with our team.